guest color commentate, or are you just here to take up space? Remember when I had to sit down for like 10 minutes or the stands because I thought I was gonna die? Oh no, you were there, Jake, because I can't remember. All right. He's got a new record. He's got some top gear tires on.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hockey Hour for tonight's Section 6 hockey matchup between the Hamburg Bulldogs and the Starpoint Spartans. Tonight, Starpoint recognizes and takes a moment to give thanks to its 6 graduating seniors. This weekend, they get down to the proper send-off. Our first senior is a forward, number 2, Colby Warren. Our next senior, also a forward, number 20, Cameron Agra. Cameron is here with parents Shonda and Jason and his brother Alex. Cameron's been playing Starpoint hockey for a total of 6 years, 2 unmodified, 2 years JV, and 2 years on varsity. His future plans include moving to the state of Florida. Number 20, Cameron Agra. Captain, number 3, Owen Eastman. One last round of applause for the 6 graduating seniors. Colby Warren, Luke White, Anthony Harlock, Cameron Agro, Bobby Taylor, and Owen Eastman.
Four-year varsity
it because I got 2 kids on the team and I couldn't have figured it out.
Watching at home now.
Too tough. Everybody at home's had 3 drinks. We've only had 2. We didn't catch it, so you're good.
Is that me? Who's Hamburg guy?
Good evening and welcome to Hockey Outlet in Wheatfield, New York, and the 4th installment of the Buffalo Stampede High School Hockey Game of the Week. This season, Western New York's newest junior team brings you great Fed hockey matchups from around the area. Tonight, we get to see Starpoint taking on Hamburg. Alongside camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, color commentator Sean McHugh, I'm Aaron Elpern. This is the same broadcast crew for home Stampede games, and we've certainly enjoyed adding on to the coverage of Section 6 hockey this season as well, and we're excited for this matchup, Sean. Tonight's matchup features one of the Fed's top scorers against a school that has done a lot of winning the past couple of seasons.
You can say that again, Aaron. The Starpoint Spartans come into the season following consecutive trips to the Section 6 small school title game. 2 years ago, they won it, and then last year they unfortunately came up just short following in double overtime, looking to get back to the title game for a 3rd straight year.
They're already off to a good start this year on their way. They're one of the top teams in the ECIC Division II. Tonight, Starpoint took some time and honored the players, some of the players that were key to the runs toward those championship games the last couple of years. We'll talk about these 6 Starpoint seniors as the broadcast goes on tonight, but it is also worth noting, especially as we're here on senior night, that the Hamburg Bulldogs have an even more senior-laden roster. 8 senior forwards, 5 senior defensemen, and 1 goaltender. They could put out a team of only seniors if they wanted to. And one of Hamburg's seniors is one of the top offensive players in all of Section 6, that being Ryan Steiner, 2nd in all of Fed scoring with 20 goals, 15 assists, 35 points. the Bulldogs have championship goals with this veteran roster. I'm excited to see them in action.
Absolutely. Extremely veteran team versus a team that's been having a lot of success, and the same can absolutely be said for Starpoint, looking to make a run of the title. They have played for the small school title, as we mentioned before, for the past two years, went to state regionals in 2020, and the Spartans have tasted lots of success.
However, some of the key faces from those teams have graduated. 3 of them, in fact, are members of the Buffalo Stampede. We get to see them on a frequent basis. But still, with senior captains Owen Kiesman and Bobby Taylor, Starpoint still has that proven leadership that helps pick up the rest of the lineup and sets that proper example on the ice.
Yep, and those leaders are leading on the score sheet as well. Kiesman has 16 points, while Bobby Taylor has 9 points from his blue line position. Meanwhile, sophomore Matt Myalenko also having an excellent year with 16 points, while Justin Bull chipping in 11 points in 8 games played.
Starpoint 8-4 overall, 5-1 in ECIC Division II. That puts them in 3rd place in a very tightly bunched division. 1 point behind the 2nd place Hamburg on the other side of the ice. Just 2 points behind 1st place Williamsville East. Starpoint and Will East play tomorrow, so a big week for the Spartans, and it starts right here with Hamburg.
Absolutely, and just as mentioned, Hamburg is 2nd in ECIC Division II with an overall record of 6 wins, 5 losses, a tie, and an overtime loss. In the division, they're 5-2-1 for head coach John McFall, who says they are an offensive team with 2 lines that can go. And Aaron, you've worked with me for a couple of years. You know how much I love hearing those words come out of a coach's mouth.
Yeah, we like to see teams that like to flex that offensive muscle, and this is a group that certainly knows how to do that. McFall says this might be the highest scoring group that he's had in his 14 seasons as coach at Hamburg. He's also enjoyed watching this large group of seniors grow and mature as a team over time. Many of the 14 graduating seniors on the Hamburg team were 3- and 4-year members of the varsity team. He's hopeful that growth has them on track to contend for a title.
Absolutely, and on the other side of the bench, Starpoint coach Clayton Wilson also talks about how powerful and good his top 2 lines are. Having 2 deep lines is a good luxury for both coaches. That isn't always there in high school hockey, and to have 2 lines with a lot of veterans on them as well, an added bonus for them as well.
Another bonus, Starpoint's 3rd line's been chipping in some offensively lately. Coach Clayton says his team is best when they take care of things in their own end first. He likes his team playing an NHL style where they collapse defensively in their own zone, then explode out of the zone as a unit. On paper, you certainly have to like this matchup. It's a high-flying offensive group against a team that preaches taking care of your own zone first. I like the way that looks on paper, Sean.
Absolutely. We're seeing strength versus strength, but also we're not pointing out any weaknesses with either team. We're going to see Hamburg's high-powered offense going up against Starpoint's disciplined structure, but then we're going to see where's the secondary scoring going to come from, because when 2 teams are loaded up like this, it's usually the secondary scoring or the unlikely hero that gets the one that makes the difference, so it's interesting to see how that's going to play out tonight.
And we're set to get underway here from Hockey Outlet in Wheatfield. Excited to be able to bring you not only a game from this arena, but excited to see these 2 teams in action. It's Hamburg and Starpoint just underway here from Hockey Outlet. Puck inside the Starpoint offensive zone as they try to get a loose puck there. It's Owen Kiesman trying to dig that one out from just on the side of the cage. Hamburg then picks up the puck, starts it moving up ice. Rogers making that pass into the neutral zone. Here comes Hamburg with a little speed into the offensive end. Shot coming from distance. That one is stopped, and it goes just wide.
Boy, the forecheck on this. 3 forwards down below the goal line. They're pedal to the metal to start the game.
Hamburg pushing that pace in the early going. And the puck pops out the near boards as Kiesman gets it out into the neutral zone. Sent right back in by Hamburg. And the Bulldogs go to make a change. Meanwhile, Bobby Taylor picking the puck up for Starpoint, starting it up ice. That pass connects in the center ice area to Alex Kirk. Just can't hang on to it. Get some help there from Will Mainstone. And into the offensive zone, here come the Spartans. Puck comes back to the blue line, end up being sent right back in by Luke Bloss, one of the seniors that was honored here tonight. As Starpoint keeping the puck inside the zone, almost keeps it there on the line. It just slid out into the neutral zone before Mainstone was able to bring it back over. So we have an offside call, and our first stoppage in play at the 15:54 mark of the first period. Faceoff coming up just outside of the Hamburg blue line.
Yep, and Hamburg is coming at him with speed, and they're coming at him in waves as well. Hamburg is looking to put the pressure on early, and there's no reason to think that they're not trying to do it often.
Loose puck comes out toward the Starpoint blue line. Hamburg getting in the offensive zone. Nassau getting it across, and then Pandolfino getting that shot in on goal. Another shot from close range there. Good save made in the early going by Rich Guru. The first stop of the evening for Starpoint, and then back in the other direction. Here come the Spartans. It's Kurt getting it deep into the offensive zone. Kirk still has it on his stick, gets it out in front. Mainstone with the turnaround shot. Rebound opportunity. Right there on the doorstep was Cyrek. Just couldn't get that one past the goaltender. Hamburg now moving it through the neutral zone. Battle for a loose puck in front of the Starpoint bench. Sent into the Starpoint zone. Spartans now looking to break it out. It's the captain, Bobby Taylor. Loses control of it. Pandolfino with an opportunity in on net. He was low in the circle here on the near side. Looked like his shot might have gotten a little bit of the goaltender or might have gone just wide. Now an opportunity for Starpoint to move it up and out of the zone. Puck on Bull's stick here just inside of his own blue line. Gets it back to his defenseman, Joe Mancuso.
Oh, he didn't lose his stick. He's gone on that.
Just an opportunity just barely gone by the wayside there at the Hamburg blue line. Offside is the call. We'll have a stoppage here now with 14:52 to go in first period play. Still waiting for our game's first goal as the two sides get settled into the pace here in the early going from Hockey Outlet.
Hard to say two teams that are flying are in the middle of a feeling out process, but I think they're both trying to see how each other match up against each other's speed right now. Best chance of the game has gone to Starpoint, but I expect Hamburg to come back with just fury to try and get it even up here in terms of chances.
Starpoint winning the neutral zone draw, getting it into the offensive zone, but Hamburg quickly gets it out. Now battle for a loose puck here in the neutral zone. Coming away with it, it's going to be Starpoint. Moving it forward, it's Justin Bull. Bull now chasing it down in the near corner, unable to come out of there with possession. Hamburg has it up against the near wall. There's a collision there between a couple of players. Bull comes out of the pile with it. Almost had an opportunity to get it in toward the net. Just got steered out of the way by a Hamburg defenseman. Now an opportunity with numbers. Here comes Snyder into the offensive zone for Hamburg. Cross-ice pass. He has a man in front. Just couldn't handle that in order to get a proper shot in on net. Did manage to get it in on the goaltender, Drew, making the save and keeping that 3-on-1 from resulting in a goal. But a good opportunity in the early going there for Hamburg as they countered Starpoint's early opportunity.
Definitely looked like he was planning the shot before he had it on a stick right there, Aaron. He was excited. He was wide open. Unfortunate.
Starpoint almost setting up something down low as the defenseman Bobby Taylor carried it in deep. Got a pass out in front. Just couldn't get a shot there was from the man in front. Aggro getting a shot from distance there. There was a crowd in front of the net. I don't know if the goaltender made a save or if it hit one of the bodies in front, but that's a good shot to take. Good look there. Cross-ice pass on the tape of Lawrence. Shot from a tough angle. Looked like it hit the skate of the goaltender, but it's Starpoint keeping it in. Two different Starpoint players there in the far corner trying to come out of there with the puck. Austin Bush doing so. He's got it on his backhand here in the near corner. Gets it back to the point to Taylor. Taylor looking for a shot. Makes a nice move to get free and then rips a hard wrist shot. That didn't miss that far corner by much. Good skating and then very skilled offensive hands there from number 14, Bobby Taylor. I'm impressed already.
I'm going to venture to guess that Bobby Taylor grew up watching Nicholas Lidstrom, and I'm not trying to be funny or smarty pants here. We watched him do that, edge work, dipsy doodle on his back heel at the blue line for how many years. That was really nice. He shook a forward pretty hard right there.
Back over here to the near corner. Taylor stumbles a little bit trying to pick up that loose puck. Elliot Kirk picks it up and helps it out of the zone. Mainstone getting that pass into the neutral zone to Cyrek. Cyrek gets it to the blue line, but he is stood up there, and the puck ends up in the Hamburg bench. We'll have a stoppage in play with 12:41 to go here in the first period. Good pace so far to the early going. Still looking for the first goal, however.
Starpoint coaching staff made it a point to let us know that the one thing they pride themselves on is the little things and taking care of business. You watch Starpoint operate in the offensive zone. Every pass is on the tape. Everybody's wide open. Nothing is forced, and everything seems to be with purpose. But here's a complete opposite right here on a breakout.
Long outlet pass there, successfully connecting in the neutral zone for Hamburg. Didn't end up developing a scoring chance out of it, but they have the puck back inside the Starpoint zone now. They have to tag up before they can put some pressure on. Nice little move there by the senior, Luke Bloss. He had a long cross-ice pass attempt there that got intercepted, but some good stick work and good stick handling to get himself free and do some good work to get the puck up ice. Starpoint has it in the offensive zone here, sent down low by Mainstone. Cyrek comes in to help out. Back out in front. Mainstone there with an opportunity. Just couldn't settle that one down to get the shot in on goal. Starpoint keeping the pressure on here in the offensive zone, but the puck then ends up being deflected up and out of play. And we'll have a stoppage here with 11:59 now left in period number one. Starpoint making a change here, getting a new unit out there on the ice. And this is the top line from Hamburg. As you can see, Section 6's second leading scorer in there on the draw, number 83, Ryan Steiner getting set for this draw. Facing off against fellow senior Owen Kiesman.
To say he has gaudy stats would be the understatement of the decade right here.
15. If you think that 15 goals and 10 assists is okay.
Very mediocre. Oh wait, this isn't.
Sorry. All right, that was 20 goals. And his 20 and 15. I messed up the numbers. There's a shot from the point.
Nice
Came
save.
right in on goal as Joe Manguso let that wrist shot go. Good save
Bobby
there
Taylor.
made by Gavin Waite as Starpoint keeping it in here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious why Bobby Taylor's a captain. He does all the little things to perfection. Just something simple like keeping the puck in at the blue line, does it with ease.
Yeah, he, as Coach Clayton has told us, they don't really have defensive pairs because Bobby Taylor is on the ice every other shift.
That's great coaching. Oh, here we go.
Opportunity in the offensive zone. Steiner letting the shot go. Didn't look like he got as much on it as he would have liked to, but it's still a save that had to be made there from in tight as number 83, Ryan Steiner, had the opportunity in close. Now an opportunity with numbers 2-on-1 developing for Starpoint. Kiesman gets it across, man in front.
What a save!
Beautiful save as Myelenko had the shot from in tight. Getting the better of that exchange, though, was the goaltender Gavin Waite, making the first big save of the evening, keeping this one a 0-0 game. The net ends up coming off in the aftermath, and so we have a stoppage with 11:09, but a good opportunity there being created in transition by the Starpoint Spartans.
Absolutely, and we heard in pregame, Starpoint likes to defend as a unit and break out like a unit. That was on full display right there, and it took a beautiful slide and a high shoulder of Gavin Waite to prevent it from being 1-0. If Starpoint gets that opportunity again, it's going to the net.
Hamburg gets it out of their zone, gets it through the neutral zone. It comes back out to center ice, then Scholl sends it in. Starpoint now setting it up, looking to get that breakout going.
Oh,
Pass
boy.
is intercepted, though, and Snyder had a chance there from the high slot, just got knocked down on the play. Stick goes flying in the process. Now comes Starpoint in the other direction. Pass comes in front of the net. Cam Agro right there. Puck comes sliding out then to Bush, and he tried to get a shot in on goal, went just wide. Puck is kept in here by Lawrence. Can't maintain possession of it. And back up in the other direction is number 88, Snyder. Charlie Snyder gets it deep into the offensive zone, just feeds a pass along behind the net. Scholes almost gets a pass out in front. He had a man coming in late into the zone, but intercepting that pass was Cameron Agro. Agro sends it into the offensive zone, then heads for a change as Hamburg looks to break it out with 10:15 now to go in first period play. Gregory into the offensive zone. Gregory's got it on his stick, but he's got men on both sides. He's kind of bracketed there as he brought the puck into the offensive zone. Ends up being cleared out, and Hamburg has to regroup and come back in. They do manage to get it deep into the zone, and now looking to start the breakout is McClellan for Starpoint. Puck sent back in behind the Starpoint net. There's Bobby Taylor again picking up the puck and starting a breakout. Gets the pass up to Cyrek in the neutral zone. Back onto Cyrek's stick here as he cuts into the center of the ice, gains the blue line, then gets wide on the defenseman to make sure he gets it deep into the zone. Then he takes a huge hit there in the far corner as he got cleaned out by Matt Holst.
Great, clean as a whistle hit, and Starpoint player got up and gave him like a little fist bump too, saying, nice hit, that was beautiful.
Puck comes out into the neutral zone, up into the air, settled down there by Bobby Taylor. Quickly up ice. Cyrek then takes another
that
big
was
hit in
high.
the neutral zone. That one looked like it might have been a penalty as it was right there in front of our broadcast position. No call being made on the
Ref
play,
was
though.
right
and
there, too, so
right
he-
in front of him. So you
Okay.
know, have to go with his judgment on that play. He had a cleaner look than we did through the netting here.
Sure did.
So now back in behind the net. Starpoint trying to get it out in front, just kind of pinned to the side of the goal there by the goaltender Gavin Waite. And we'll have a stoppage in play with 9:03 remaining in the first. Just a quick introduction to the goaltender. That is number 32, Gavin Waite. He is 3-2-1 on the season. He has a 2.52 goals against average and a .893 save percentage.
And he has been tested early, and he's been tested often so far in this game, Aaron.
He's getting an opportunity to get this start. He's normally the second goaltender for Hamburg, but it's one of those positions that they want to make sure that they get nailed down before the playoff time of the season comes along. And so Waite's getting an opportunity. He's played well against Timon the other night, according to Coach McFall. And if he gets another solid performance here, it might be his crease to win.
Hey, opportunities are good, and yeah, this is the team. This is a good measuring stick for Gavin Waite either. He's taking on a giant right now, so let's see what you got.
Puck in behind the Starpoint net as two different players from each side try to come out of there with possession. And it's going to be Hamburg that does so. Getting it quickly out in front was Pandolfino. Shot opportunity. I don't know if it got in on goal from Steiner in time before the net came off of its moorings, but the net did come off. That forces the stoppage in play. And the faceoff will be coming up here in the Starpoint end. 8:27 now to go in the first period as both teams still looking for that first goal.
Absolutely, and Starpoint has definitely had the better of the scoring chances, definitely the better of the zone time. I'm not quite at ices tilted yet, but Starpoint's been running the show for a lot of time, mainly in parts of their breakouts.
Here's an opportunity. Steiner turnaround shot goes just wide, but Hamburg keeping it in. Pandolfino getting it down low to Nasoy. Nasoy finds Steiner in behind the net. Can't hang on to it to get it out in front of the net, but Hamburg forcing a turnover there on the far boards. Steiner doing battle there in the far corner. Comes out with the puck, and a wraparound chance there from Pandolfino. Save made on the play by Guru, and Starpoint finally clears the zone. But turning possession right back over to Hamburg, and the Bulldogs look to counter. But that pass is turned over, and now Bull comes back. Bull into the offensive zone, takes a shot from a tough angle. Save there by Waite as he made the save with the shoulder. Didn't look like he knew exactly where that puck was after making the stop. Hamburg then tried to run that long pass through the neutral zone again. He had it there, and just unable to
didn't
get a hold of that. That looked like it could have been a call there as well, as Steiner got taken down on the play. Keeps moving, though, and Hamburg keeps possession of it. Here's Nasoy with it on his stick. Nasoy looking for that cross-ice pass, comes back to the point. Shot taken there from the near point, goes just wide after being deflected. Now Bobby Taylor has the puck for Starpoint, looks to break it out of the zone up the near side. Kept in, though, by the defenseman at the point, Coomer. Steiner now down low, cuts towards the slot, tries to get that shot in on goal. Good defense to get that stick in that shooting lane and to keep that shot from going in on goal. Ended up going up into the protective netting and out of play, so we'll have a stoppage now with 7:11 to go in the first.
Absolutely, and I think it's pretty obvious right now that Starpoint has a plan in place for Steiner. He's got a stick on him every time he's near the puck, and once he loads it up, you just see everybody within a stick length of him just converges, does anything they can, kind of like a pass rush in football, just get in his way, disrupt his rhythm to try and keep him from hitting his spot, because if he does, we know what happens.
Face-off won by Starpoint, but then it was immediately played up and over the short glass there on the far side of the rink, so stoppage and play immediately after the whistle pretty much, and we'll do it all over again. Mainstone on the draw for Starpoint. Squaring off there against McGuire. McGuire winning the draws quickly in on goal. Goaltender Guru made the save, but it popped down in front of him before he realized it had. Luckily, though, from his perspective, he did manage to find sight of it. Throw the glove over top of it to force a stoppage now with 7:02 left in the first.
See it.
Players not quite set up to the officials' liking there.
You have two guys whacking away at each other, and the refs are...
And now we have the whistle being blown to really let them know that he doesn't like it. Finally, the puck is dropped. Starpoint winning possession of it. It's Allen looking to start the breakout up the near side. His pass is too far for Cyrek, and it comes into neutral ice. And now Hamburg just inside their own blue line looking to start it up. Another one of those long stretch passes through the neutral zone. Doesn't effectively get onto a stick, but it does get into the offensive end, allows Hamburg to put some pressure on the defenseman. Up the far boards as Mainstone tries to get it out of the zone. Puck is kept in by the Hamburg defenseman. Now Mainstone with a second opportunity to get it out. Can't maintain control of it and sent in behind the Starpoint net. Hamburg taking advantage and making a change. Cyrek with the pass to Alec Kirk, and Kirk has some speed through the middle of the ice. Cuts in towards the slot, tries to get a pass out to the far side there. Mainstone unable to handle it, but he does get it back down low. Hamburg finding possession of it, looking to start their breakout. This is Holst with the puck. A very active, good skating defenseman, the sophomore number 6. Holst gets it back to the point where Rogers just feeds it right back down low, and now it's Gregory in the far corner setting up that pressure, moving it on behind the net. Pass attempt then from behind, along the back wall, doesn't get there, and now Mainstone has a chance to get it out for Starpoint. Successfully doing so, gets it to Bull. Bull inside the offensive zone, makes a pretty move around the defenseman. Backhand shot, save made by Waite, and not sure he knows where it is quite now. And finally digs it out of his equipment, and that forces the stoppage in play. Very nice stick handling and kind of that slow lull you to sleep move from Justin Bull there.
Absolutely. Defenseman did a really nice job at the last second of knowing he probably wasn't going to get the puck from him, but he could disrupt the shot. Bull had to get just a little bit lower there, and that allowed Gavin Waite to cut the angle off so nothing could sneak through him.
Hamburg back into the offensive zone, spinning pass in front of the net as a Starpoint player collides with his goaltender. Could have been a bit of a dangerous situation for the Spartans there if Hamburg had the puck at the moment. Luckily for Starpoint, they did not. And Starpoint able to clear it, now looking to work it up ice yet again. Puck comes into the neutral zone, just a fraction too far for Owen Kiesman. And now Gregory has a chance to get it back for Hamburg. But here comes Kiesman again for Starpoint. Kiesman into the offensive zone, tries to settle it down to make a move. Can't get any further than the high slot. And now Hamburg looks to counter. As it's Gregory here at the blue line, looking to create something. Fires a shot right off the shoulder of the goaltender. Drew had to make a solid save there as Gregory created something nicely for himself just inside the blue line. Here comes Justin Bull into the offensive zone, lets that shot go through the defenseman's legs. Waite had to make a solid save on that one. Might not have had a full, clean look at that shot all the way through.
And on a short side, too, and he's looking the other way, so that was really, really quick reflex to get down in the butterfly to block that off.
Puck sent back into the Starpoint territory. They look to set up their breakout, but that pass is intercepted by Nasoy. Nasoy looking to drop that pass back to Pandolfino. Just couldn't quite find him there. Back into the neutral zone now as Hamburg looks to come back in the offensive direction. Puck into the offensive zone now. Drop pass to Nasoy in the high slot. Settles it down now up against the far boards. He's got a man right there on him as two different Starpoint players look to get it out of the zone. Battle for possession along that far boards, and it's going to be Starpoint coming away with it. It's Anthony Harlock, the senior. Harlock gets it deep into the zone, goes chasing in after it himself. Holst tries to start it up the near side, gets it just past a forechecking offenseman, and now here comes Pandolfino in the offensive zone. Pandolfino takes a hook, and there's going to be a penalty called. Both officials have their arms up on that one as Nasoy tries to take advantage of the delayed penalty. Puck then is touched by a Starpoint player, and we will have the penalty signaled as the two referees look at each other and try to decide who's going to make the call.
Let's see here. I mean, it was a pretty obvious hook right there, so the call is absolutely right.
And
got it.
There it is. The player's already in the penalty box. That is number 2, Colby Lawrence, and the hooking call is signaled. So we get a look at the Hamburg power play. As one would have to expect, they have a pretty lethal power play given the way that they score goals just in general.
I would have to agree on that. I'm looking forward to see how this power play operates. Do they build it around Steiner, or is he just part of it?
It's Pandolfino with the puck on his stick in the far corner right now. He's got Gregory in front of the net. Comes back out to Steiner. He would have had a beautiful look there, but a very quick stick by Matt Myalenko. The only thing that kept that scoring chance from being right there, served on a platter for Steiner.
They're aware of where he is, though. I mean, somebody knows where 83 is at every second of game time.
Bobby Taylor doing some good work there on the penalty kill to find possession of it at his blue line. Send it the length of the ice now, a minute 20 remaining.
I don't know what that move was, but it was really nice.
Hamburg bringing into the zone. It's Nasoy. Just can't settle it down as he tries to stick handle around two different Starpoint players. Now an opportunity is Kiesman for the Spartans. Kiesman with the shorthanded chance. Drops it into the slot. Shot taken from there went just wide as Kirk was looking for that shorthanded opportunity.
Great back check, though.
Kiesman hard back on the penalty kill. Lays his man out there in the neutral zone. Then gets back into position. Save is made by Guru as it was Steiner letting that shot go. And Guru making the save, holding on. Now 57 seconds left in the man advantage for Hamburg. Want to take a moment and meet the Starpoint goaltender. And while we have the moment too, number 30 is Rich Guru. He is 6-4 on the year with a .864 save percentage and a 3.90 goals against. Guru has, as his coach said, given his team plenty of chances to win games, and they want to continue to see that kind of play out of him in net. Starpoint getting the better of the opportunities here, killing this penalty. That was Mainstone getting a chance there, but a good save by Waite. As we might have built this up to be an offensive game, but so far it is the goaltenders that have been doing their part to keep this one a 0-0 contest. 30 seconds now left in the Hamburg power play as Wood at the far point has a little difficulty with it. Kiesman tries to get around him, does manage to get around him, stays on his feet, has a 2-on-1 now with Mainstone, takes the shot himself. Save made by Waite.
Would not take a penalty there.
What a great individual effort to battle through all of that by Owen Kiesman and to get an opportunity.
Oh, he was off, Aaron.
Yeah, Hamburg might have gotten away with an offside there. They got a shot in on goal, but Starpoint quickly clears it. It is number 3, the captain, Owen Kiesman, doing a great job killing that penalty, providing that on-ice leadership that we talked about.
Steiner right back out on the ice, took a 30-second break.
Now he's got the puck as he cuts in towards the slot, battles away, gets away from two different guys and rips that shot past the goaltender, Guru. Beautiful individual effort by number 83, and that's what we were expecting to see from Ryan Steiner. He is the second leading scorer in Section 6, and now we got an idea why.
Absolutely. He carries the puck in from the blue line in, takes on 3 defenders, creates the shot for himself, shaking off a hook, puts a puck in the net, and then says, I don't know, Happy Valentine's Day or something definitely nice to all the Starpoint fans in attendance at their senior night home game.
It's a 1-0 lead with a minute 38 to go in the first period. A big goal there from Hamburg as it wasn't on their power play, but it wasn't that far after it. And now Steiner's looking to do some more work in the offensive zone as he carries it in, makes a move around Taylor, gets himself free, now has it in behind the net where he takes a bump from Lawrence. Now at the far side, it's going to be an opportunity to get into the offensive zone for Agro. Agro cuts in, makes a shot. Good one right in on goal. Goaltender doesn't quite know where it is. Has a defenseman that quickly gets over there to clear it to the side boards. Almost a quickly developing play there in front of the net.
Oh, go up the middle, buddy.
Beautiful passing there from Starpoint as they almost had that one set up in front. Ends up being an icing just afterward. And starting to get a little bit more pace to this game after we finally got a goal on the scoreboard. Minute 4 to go here in the first period. It's a 1-0 Hamburg lead, but I would not be surprised if Starpoint manages to create some sort of scoring opportunity before this period's over.
They got the guns out there right now, so they're definitely going to go for it. Like, as we're aware, Aaron, and just like all the games we do, there's just something that hits a lot harder than those end-of-period goals. You get them, you're elated, you give one up, it hurts really bad.
Solid contact over there on the far side of the rink. Hamburg player laying his man out, allowing Gregory to bring it up into the offensive zone. Gregory gets wide, then he takes a hit. Really solid defense there by the graduating senior, number 12, Luke Blass. Down low as Blass moves it up the near side, gets it to Bull. Bull just clears it out of the zone. 35 seconds to go in first period play.
Not the play there.
Yeah, Holst tries to cut through the center of the ice. That gives Kiesman a chance to get into the offensive zone. Has his own rebound. Waite makes 2 saves. Now a third save as Bull came in there late and found a rebound. But a great save made by Waite as did great work there at his own zone. Made 3 stops to keep his team out in front by a 1-0 lead. Just 19 seconds now left in first period play.
I mean, we talked about Bobby Taylor looking like Lidstrom. Well, Gavin Waite pulled a page out of Vasilevsky's book. He's on his stomach. Puck is behind him. He looks like he just kind of kicked his back foot up. And then when he did that, he kind of knocked the puck out of the air. It looked like it was headed towards the goal line.
Again, Hamburg getting that long pass through the neutral zone. Pandolfino out with speed. Feeds it back into the slot. Steiner's there, but Will Maidstone, good play to make sure that puck did not get on his stick. 5 seconds remaining in the period as an opportunity probably won't develop here. Ooh, it actually did. The puck did come out in front. It was just on the backhand of Mainstone. He was unable to get it in on goal. And that's how period number 1 will come to a conclusion. A fast-moving and exciting first period of play. Not as much of the high-end scoring as we might have been promising in the pregame, but it was
not for lack of trying, though.
Not for lack of trying. There were plenty of opportunities on both sides of the ice, and it was Ryan Steiner, the only one to get on the board, giving his team the 1-0 lead at the first intermission. And we're going to take a little bit of a break here and step away for the first intermission as the ice is resurfaced, but give us about 10-15 minutes. We'll be back with second period action. It's a 1-0 lead for the Hamburg Bulldogs after 1 period of play over the Starpoint Spartans. And welcome back to Hockey Outlet as we get set for second period action of the Buffalo Stampede High School Hockey Game of the Week. It is the fourth installment of the Buffalo Stampede High School Hockey Game of the Week, and we're bringing you Hamburg and Starpoint tonight. Hamburg with the 1-0 lead after one period of play, and it was one of Section 6 top scorers, number 83, Ryan Steiner, getting the game's first goal, his 21st of the season in just his 11th game. And Steiner gives his Hamburg Bulldogs the 1-0 lead after one period of play. Hello, my name's Aaron Elpern, joined in the call by color commentator Sean McHugh, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski. And Sean, we were expecting an exciting first period of play, or expecting an exciting game, and we got exactly what we were hoping for there in the first.
Absolutely, we got the team play, speed, and discipline of Starpoint that ran into a goaltender that played possibly his best period of the season, and then we got showtime with Ryan Steiner, who puts the puck on his stick, steps over the line, and scores. I actually had an opportunity to talk with Ryan between periods. Told him, great play, nice play. And Ryan responded very well, said, yeah, got to put on a show for all the fans that came here to see me. Ryan waved to a contingent of fans, so I guess they're here to see him today. He said it with a wink in that flowing hair, so you got to think, I'd go see him play.
Makes sense to me, certainly with the goal that he scored there in the first period. Also, based on his just general statistics throughout the season, he's worth the $4 price of admission, in my opinion, and we'll see exactly what he has to offer here in second period play, as we expect to see Starpoint continue to try to push back. They definitely had a little bit of a pushback there at the end of the first period, and they were trying to get that equalizing goal. Almost did it a couple of times, just couldn't get it past the goaltender, number 32, Gavin Waite, as Waite has been very good here in this game so far. As mentioned there during the first period, he got the win against Timon the other night, and he was given the crease again here tonight to see if he can keep that solid play going. He was very good there in the first period. We'll see if he keeps that going in second period play. About set to get going here from Hockey Outlet. It is Hamburg and Starpoint, and we are now underway in the second period from Hockey Outlet. Into the offensive zone, Myelenko looking for that first opportunity for Starpoint. Loose puck there, Bull settles it down, gets it to Myelenko. Opportunity from down low, and Waite makes another solid save. I said in the first period that he did his best save of the game, but I think that one might have topped it right there.
Definitely, and yep, we thought Starpoint might push back. Well, they came out and shoved, but, Gavin Waite pushed them back again, so looked like we're picking up right where we left off.
Here comes Justin Bull through the neutral zone, just loses control of it there, ends up giving it right back to Hamburg, and now it's Holst looking to start in from behind his own net. Myelenko gets in the way of his pass, though, and Kiesman keeps it down low. Bull with it here in the near corner, looking for a pass. He's got a man in front. Loose puck was sitting there along the pads of the goaltender, clear and free. Just couldn't get it past him was Kiesman. Kiesman, another opportunity there on the doorstep. Got a deflection in on goal, tried to get the rebound stuff past the goaltender, unable to do so. Waite covers it up, forces a stoppage in play. 16:07 left to go in the second period, and Gavin Waite as good in second period play so far as he was in the first.
Absolutely, and you're seeing Starpoint, like we said, they're trying to get that equalizer, and they're trying to get it now. At the conclusion of that play, all three Starpoint forwards either had a skate or their stick in the crease.
Starpoint getting in the way of one of those stretch pass attempts, and now they get a chance of their own there in front of the net. Redirected shot from Mainstone right into the goaltender, and Starpoint's had a little bit of the early action here in the first minute of period number 2. Mainstone gets it up to Cyrek. Cyrek getting it deep into the offensive zone for the Spartans. Circles the net, now looking for a pass. Gets it to his man there, Kirk, and Kirk just feeds it around behind the net where he had Mainstone on the far side. That gives an opportunity for Hamburg to get it out of the zone. Here comes Nassau. It's a 3-on-2 developing. Drop pass, though, doesn't succeed, as actually there was a trailing defensive player coming in there, and that was probably the worst option that was available to him, was to drop it there.
You think he fell for the drop it line? I'm not even being funny, because we've all fell for it at least once in our lives.
Oh, nothing makes you more mad, too, when somebody from the opposite team convinces you to do something you don't want to do.
When that happens to me, I literally go to the biggest guy on the team and just say, plow me into the boards, because that's how I feel after it happens.
I usually end up coming back with some sort of physicality because I'm mad.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that, because you know me, I get hurt when I do anything.
Starpoint trying to break the puck out. They lose control of it, though. It came out dangerously in front of the net. Steiner was right there. Ends up poking it towards the net. I think a shoulder on that one from the goaltender, Guru. And now finally settled down as a mouth guard goes flying. I had it mistaken for a puck there for a moment. Comes back into the neutral zone. Nunn sending it right back in, but it's fed right back to him here in the neutral zone. He has to make a second attempt to get that dump in. This time he does succeed, getting it into the far corner. Joe Manguso trying to break it out there, but he's got a man right on him. Finally does pop out. Now here comes Cameron Agro. Agro tries to make a move around his man at the blue line, just ends up a fraction off sides. And we'll have a face-off coming up here in the neutral zone right in front of our broadcast position as we have 14:27 left to go in the second period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Hamburg Bulldogs, but Starpoint certainly looking to get that equalizer here in the second period as they've come out with plenty of energy and pace in the second frame so far.
Absolutely. That's how Starpoint likes to play. They like to play as a team, but they like to play together quickly, and that's what they've been doing all game. And now a little pressure by Hamburg.
Hamburg getting some heat there in the offensive zone. A couple of Starpoint players get tangled up, but it's Myelenko settling it down, getting it off ice, and here comes Kiesman. Kiesman makes one move, just couldn't quite get around none. Now it comes out the far side. Myelenko unable to get over there to keep it in. And now it's going to be Bloss starting it up. Gets it to Bull. Bull now finds Kiesman at the far blue line, spins around his man there, gets pinned to the board, but he gets it into the offensive zone. Now about a foot inside the blue line, and it's a Hamburg stick, the first one to it, getting it out into center ice. Snyder into the offensive zone as he's got a man right on him. Pops out to the corner, and Bloss makes the play there to move it up ice. Puck hits a skate and bounces up in the air. Now an opportunity for Bull to move it up. Bull makes a move and gets the pass up to Myelenko on the near side. Myelenko gains the blue line, makes a cross-ice pass to a man coming off the bench. Kirk unable to settle that one down and get it moving in the offensive zone fast enough, but Taylor comes in right behind him, lets a shot go right in on goal. Waite making another stop here, as now we have an opportunity for Gregory to get going in the offensive zone. He had more speed than the defenseman did there. Good work, though, by the Starpoint defenseman to make sure he didn't get past him. Puck is turned over, now sitting in the high slot. Hamburg unable to get a shot off. 3-on-2 coming back in the other direction. Cyrek, cross-ice pass. He's got Kirk here on the near side. Just couldn't quite settle it down to keep the momentum going.
You heard footsteps there.
Hamburg getting back defensively here as Cyrek and Kirk try to get the offensive pressure here on the near side. But an opportunity to break it out of the zone for Brady Ike. Gets it into center ice. Now a collision there in front of the Hamburg bench. Opportunity to break it into the zone for Luke Stotts. Just dumps it into the zone and then heads to the bench for a change. Starpoint settling it down now as we have 12:30 to go in the second period. Icing waved off as the defenseman tried to casually turn away from where that puck was. So Holst will have to start it out from behind his net. He makes a good move to get free of one forechecker. Now he has plenty of ice to work with here up the near side. Cuts back in towards the center of the ice, but holds onto it for maybe a little bit too long. Cam Agro taking him off of that puck. And now Holst ends up running into a man here, and that gives a chance for Starpoint to get it into the offensive zone. Lawrence runs into his man just in front of the blue line here, but it's an opportunity for Hamburg to get back in the offensive direction. Pandolfino getting it deep into the offensive zone for Hamburg, but it's going to be Bobby Taylor finding it there, and he breaks up through the center of the ice. He's got some speed. It's a 3-on-3 setting up now as Starpoint gets that shot in. That was Lawrence, the senior, letting that shot go as he might have had a screen cutting in front of the goaltender quickly there. Pandolfino, though, back quickly in the opposite direction. Takes a shot with a man right on him. Good save made on the play by Guru as an opportunity was created there in transition for Hamburg. Hamburg keeping it moving here in the offensive zone as they try to create something in that far corner. That's going to be Nasoy getting the puck back to the point. Rogers looking for a pass there. Just feeds it in down low with the man coming in toward him. Hamburg has possession of it down low. Steiner with that spinning backhand pass. Tried to get it to Pandolfino. Just had to dig it out of his skates. Didn't quite have enough time to do so with the man right on him. Starpoint then sends it the length of the ice, smartly relieving a little bit of that pressure. It's an icing, and they'll have to deal with a defensive zone draw, but they did get the opportunity to make that change that you can do in high school hockey. So they make the adjustment here, get some new forces out there, and we'll have face-off coming back in the Starpoint zone with 11:10 to go here in second period play.
Hamburg definitely doing a lot more, putting on a lot more pressure and doing a lot more to keep possession alive in the offensive zone. They're not just relying on speed and breakout. They're actually getting zone time here, which is definitely a good way to to counter the way Starpoint attacks as a unit.
Starpoint was looking for one of those stretch passes that we've seen Hamburg running throughout this game off that face-off. Actually almost kind of backfired on them. They got lucky not to have it stay in the zone. Now they get it up ice. And a spinning shot taken by Myelenko. That one goes off the glass behind the net. Good pressure being put on, though, by Starpoint here in the offensive zone. Hit there by Bull in the near corner. Snyder tries to get it out of the zone, but it's kept in here at the near point by Braden Allen. Bull now shrugging a man off there and behind the net. Actually has two different men on him, but Starpoint keeping possession of it. Player goes down in behind the net. That's Kiesman as he tries to get the puck off the defenseman. Hamburg player then ends up on the ice as the two sides try to come out with possession. Almost a really pretty looking play there from Bull as he had Kiesman out in front, just kind of ended up going between the captain's skates. Now it comes back out to center ice, and Starpoint will have to reload. They do a good job of getting it back deep into the offensive zone. One new player coming off the bench, but it's going to be Hamburg moving it up ice, and an opportunity for a 2-on-2 developing here. Cutting in towards the center. This is Snyder looking for that shot. Gets it right into the goaltender. A kick save made by the left pad of Guru, and then the puck comes back out to center ice. Ike with it here right below our broadcast position. Gets it around one Starpoint player and then dumps it into the offensive zone. Now with 9:40 to go in the second period. Gregory looking for a pass there from behind the net. Unable to find one, and Starpoint looks to break it out up the near side with Mainstone. Mainstone gets it into center ice. Nice play there by Cyrek to get it across to Kirk. Kirk into the offensive zone now in the far corner. Stops to get away from one man. Has to stop again to get away from Gregory, but good defense there as two different Hamburg players had that move all lined up and made sure that it didn't get anywhere near the front of the net.
Look at Holst. Look at him leading the breakout from below his own goal line.
Holst is that smooth skating defenseman that we heard Coach McFall talk about. And a quick glove, as Sean mentioned there. Guru getting the right hand catching glove out there to make that stop. That shot coming in from Luke Stotts, ordinarily number 67, wearing number 5 today with the mismatching jersey out there for Hamburg. Occasionally you have those types of things happen at this level where somebody doesn't remember a jersey.
Last week I forgot my skates, so I feel the pain. At least he didn't do that.
Backup jersey is a lot easier to find than backup skates.
Yes, especially when your skate is a size 11.5.
Starpoint with a chance to get it up ice quickly here. Cam Agro into the offensive zone, just couldn't quite catch that pass cleanly enough to get in all alone. He gets it back to the point, though, creating some opportunity for a high-low game. The shot doesn't get through from Joe Manguso, and now Steiner back in the opposite direction. Steiner on his off wing, spins and gets a pass back to the point, right onto the tape of his defenseman. Shot through traffic, doesn't get through to the goaltender, but picking it back up again is the defenseman Liam Rogers. Rogers ends up watching the puck sailing over his head all the way back into his zone. It will be an icing on the play, and Hamburg will get another offensive zone face-off with 8:34 to go here in the second period, as both teams now looking to create more of those opportunities like they did in period number 1. A little bit more defense being played here in this period.
Yes, both teams seem to have learned a lot about each other in the first period. Hamburg trying that, almost like that, Hail Mary stretch pass off the faceoff was working. Starpoint countering that, but then Starpoint tried to add it to their repertoire. Hit it once, but then Hamburg immediately we're wise to this act. We practice against it all the time, so they've taken that away. So we're kind of back into like a pushing. We're going to see who falls off the ledge first.
After the face-off there, a shot coming in from the point for Hamburg, right in on goal, but Guru making the save, covering it up for a whistle. Starpoint now winning the face-off, looking to start their breakout, but the pass is turned over there. Almost could have been a very nice scoring opportunity for Hamburg, just couldn't quite connect on that pass from down below the goal line in front. Starpoint now back in the other direction. Myelenko gets into the offensive zone. Cross-ice pass to his defenseman there. Hard shot taken by Bloss. Just kind of, as Sean mentioned, just rolled on him and missed that top corner. Now Steiner comes back in the opposite direction.
Was saucy.
A long sauce backhand pass.
Let's go.
Pass in front. Great save. As making the splits on that one was Guru to make that stop after a beautiful setup from Hamburg. Kiesman now looking to come back in the opposite direction. Won that foot race, got in behind the defenseman, got the shot in on goal as the two players come together there and congratulate each other on a nice battle. Save is made by Waite. Not nearly as good as the save that was made on the other end of the rink by Guru, as the two goaltenders have treated us so far.
Yes, they have. I mean, the fact that the Hamburg forward even thought to try to go far post was amazing enough. The fact that Guru was able to, while he was sliding to his left, kick his right leg out and get his toe on it, and then just like that, Starpoint beats out an icing and gets a scoring chance on their end. 15 seconds of just like nerves.
Puck is fed in behind the Hamburg net there. And now a turnover in front of it as Mainstone runs his man over. And slowly, finally, though, Hamburg does break it out of their zone. Here comes the defenseman Holst quickly into the offensive end. Has some help coming in behind him. Shot taken there by McGuire. Glove save made by the goaltender Guru. And it's kept in, though, as Ike lets that shot go from the near point, missing the near post wide. And now an opportunity for Starpoint to get it up ice.
Aaron, why do you think Ike wears number 9?
I couldn't even begin to guess.
I think I have a guess.
I think most of our audience does as well.
Okay.
Bobby Taylor on the far side, moving it up ice, quickly deflected on into the offensive zone by Cyrek. And Starpoint looking to start some pressure here. Cyrek tried to knock that one down, but it ended up coming out into the neutral zone. And McGuire brings it across the blue line. McGuire looking to make a move around the defenseman, right in on goal. Rebound sitting there briefly. Still loose. Trying to cover that one. Finally, it comes out to the boards. Didn't look like the goaltender Grew knew exactly where that was. I'm not sure many of the Starpoint players did either. Hamburg keeping it moving. Back out to Ike. He lets the shot go. Good block on that play, as getting in the way of that shot was Josh McClellan.
Yeah, Starpoint's on their heels right now, Aaron. That was just we are in trouble. Let's just yeet this thing down the ice and not let any more breakdowns, because nobody in white knew where that puck was. Hamburg came out with it, and they were scrambling to find anybody near them. And luckily, Starpoint got in the way of a really, really nice scoring chance, or we might be looking at a 2-0 lead. And icing, far from the worst thing that could have happened to the Spartans right there.
Now, especially as we've mentioned in these high school broadcasts before, there's, other than the defensive zone draw, there isn't the secondary penalty to icing like there is at other levels. You can still make that change, especially helpful in a situation like that where they had been pinned in for a while. Nice hit there by Liam Rogers to knock his man off the puck, but it's offside just before that. Didn't actually hear the whistle, but it did go. Stopping play, and we'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone just outside of the Hamburg blue line with 6:22 to go in the second period. Still a 1-0 score in favor of the Hamburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, Hamburg is definitely – Starpoint had a lot of the possession time and chances in the first. Hamburg's had just about all of it, minus a few breakdowns in the second. Teams are still teetering on edge here. Here comes Steiner to try and switch that up.
Steiner just carrying it up himself, getting it into the offensive zone, getting some help from Nasoy now. Nasoy back to the point. Good play there by the defenseman to settle down that bouncing puck and get a shot through. And it ends up being cleared out of the zone by Starpoint. Now they put some pressure on in the offensive end as Joe Muscarella putting some heat there on the far side. Puck comes out to the near side now, and Nasoy loads up some speed. Nasoy across the blue line, looks to get that shot through traffic. Nicely done there as he shot it right between the defenseman's legs. Guru had to make sure he was on top of his game to make that stop. He, again, making another solid save to keep this one a 1-0 game. Our goaltenders have certainly been stealing the show so far.
Absolutely. Like we've said multiple times, what we talked about first and foremost is offense, but the goaltenders are not having any of that tonight. Making some outstanding saves. Hamburg is also doing a really nice job. They're shooting from distance, but they're shooting hard and low, which means Guru has to use his pad, which means he's going to kick out a lot of rebounds, but just Hamburg's got to get some guys to those dirty areas to try to bang those in.
Puck comes back to Nunn here at the near point, tries to fire a shot through traffic, deflected on its way through by the stick of number 8, Will Mainstone. Then it goes into the protective netting that protects the ceiling here in the arena. So we have a stoppage in play at 5:42 to go in second period action. Scrambled faceoff comes out. Hamburg getting control of that puck. Puck in the near corner, sent in behind the net. Stotts there now looking to set something up. Makes a move to get away from one man. Ends up down on one knee, but it is kept moving here as Gregory has it. Gregory back down to Stotts. Tried to get it back in front to Gregory. It just bounced over his stick. Now Mainstone comes back in the opposite direction for the Spartans. Mainstone across the blue line, stops and tries to fire a shot for that far post, just missing wide. Kept in here at the near point by McClellan. McClellan still stepping up in the play to keep it moving, but it pops out to the Hamburg defenseman, and Nunn moves it up ice, forcing Bobby Taylor to start it back up ice for Starpoint, and quickly up ice. Here come the Spartans.
Just a little, same page there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscommunication there, as one player was looking for the pass to the far post, the other one was looking to receive it more in the mid slot. Starpoint, though, keeps it in there briefly. Could be a 2-on-1 here. Bobby Taylor coming back quickly as Stotts gets it into the offensive zone, tries to spin a pass over there to Gregory, but Taylor gets in the way of that one, forcing it out of the zone. Ike just fires it right back in for Hamburg as we have 4:30 to go now in the second. Puck comes up the near boards. Myalenko starting the breakout. He has Cyrek just a little bit behind him there. And puck dangerously in front of the the Starpoint blue line as Hamburg gets it into the offensive zone with Schultz. Starpoint now looking to break it out here.
Boy, that pressure's getting to him.
Yeah, the Hamburg forecheck pressure is creating some sloppy passing here from Starpoint. Also, just giving that Hamburg Bulldog team an extra little bit of time to spend in the offensive zone. They've been putting a lot of pressure on here in this period so far.
Not getting the icing there, though. He misplayed it.
No icing as Taylor sends it the length of the ice. Myalenko in there to put some pressure on as Starpoint makes a couple of changes. Quickly, though, up ice. Here comes Holst. Just couldn't dig that one out of his skates. Just ends up kicking into the neutral zone, then takes out his man Kiesman there at the blue line.
That was nice. He lost the puck and just buried the guy to get it back.
Kiesman, though, back on his skates into the offensive zone. Lets a shot go. Save made by Waite. Sitting in behind the net. Cleared up the far side. Bloss picking it up there. Gets it across to Allen. Allen trying to find a pass in the middle of the ice. Just deflected out of the reach of Myelenko. Now back to the Starpoint blue line, and they start back up ice again. This could be a 3-on-2. Bull across the blue line. Just that extra little bit of a move at the blue line, forcing his teammate in off sides. And opportunity goes by the wayside for the Starpoint Spartans there. But they'll get an opportunity to get it fired back up here as we have a face-off just in front of our broadcast position, just outside of the blue line there of Hamburg. 3:16 is now what it reads on the clock. Left to go here in second period action. Still the 1-0 lead in favor of Hamburg. Here comes Nasoy into the offensive zone for the Bulldogs. Lets a shot go. That one misses wide. Comes out to the near side. Collision there on the near boards. Then a backhand attempt doesn't get through. Then a shot coming in from the point man who snuck in. And Rogers' one just went just wide there. Hamburg again piling up some opportunities there as it sent the length of the ice right in on the goaltender for Hamburg. And the Bulldogs have to break it out. Don't get the benefit of the icing there.
That was an inch away from being a really cool breakout pass.
Puck just inside the Starpoint blue line now as the Spartans have possession of it. Look to start it up ice on the far side. Getting it away from one man there is Bush. Could be a 2-on-1. Setting up here in front. Pass was just a touch behind Agro as he was there in the mid-slot. This is a 4-on-2 setting up here. Kummer with the shot through traffic. Save made by Guru. He's got it covered up with the catching hand there as he had one of the most dangerous players in Section 6 hockey looking for that rebound. Steiner was right on the doorstep, hoping it came out to him.
Almost did.
But Guru made sure he covered that one up with the right-hand catching glove, keeping this one a 1-0 hockey game with 2:23 to go in the second.
Yep, absolutely. And Guru made a really nice save there and was really good to cover that puck, as like you said, one of the Section 6 top players. And the player that everybody's watching tonight, even according to him, was sitting right there on the doorstep looking for a second of the night.
Puck here in the neutral zone. Almost an opportunity to come up ice with some numbers. We're going to have interference call being made here behind the play. It's going to be going to Hamburg as it's going to be Kiesman getting into the offensive zone. Nunn gets the touch on it. And the collision there right at the blue line will result in an interference penalty against Hamburg. So this is going to be an opportunity with exactly 2 minutes to go in the period for a 2-minute man advantage for the Starpoint Spartans.
Absolutely, and Josh Gregory did not have to do that at all. I mean, I don't think he was trying to injure or initiate contact, but he saw the guy in front of him, and instead of trying to avoid him, he put his shoulder into him. Ref was sitting right there. Ref's going to call that all day, and the thing is, this might be what Starpoint needs, just a chance to have some zone time, assuming they, no reason to think they won't, just by the way they handle the puck. But Starpoint needs to definitely break through, and a power play is the perfect way to do that.
It's been not as good of a period for Starpoint as the first period was. Hamburg has spent a fair amount of time in the offensive zone, but this is a great chance for Starpoint to even things up here.
They got the
power
diamond
play set
power
up
play
there, and it's going to be Bull at the far side, just barely keeping that one in. Down low to Mainstone. Bull again now at the far side, looking to set things up. Slowly walking it across, gets it to Taylor.
Nice pass.
Redirection opportunity, then the rebound comes out to Bull, and he buries it into the empty net. It's now a 1-1 hockey game as number 7, Justin Bull, gets the power play goal to even things up here as it's now a 1-1 hockey game. That opportunity taken advantage of by the Starpoint Spartans.
Absolutely, and I think Bull has been one of the best forwards for Starpoint tonight, creating offense and creating chances for himself. And the leader of the Spartans, Bobby Taylor, the guy who eats more ice time than the goalie does, holds the puck, looks like he's going to let the giant slapper go, takes a slap pass, the thing pinballs around. Bull picks up the loose puck in the slot. Gavin Wade had no idea where it was, and Bull smoked it into the open net.
Number 7, Justin Bull, picking up the goal, getting his team even here in today's action. And for Bull, that is his 6th goal of the season. Now a minute 15 to go in second period action as we have a tie game at 1-1. Shot coming from the point and Holst. It doesn't get through as Myelenko gets a good block on it, then starts it up ice himself. The goal scorer, Justin Bull, now into the offensive zone, bumps into Ike, and now the pass comes back to Myelenko, just couldn't quite handle it. Could be an opportunity with numbers for Hamburg. 4 players coming streaking through the neutral zone. Ike lets a shot go, gets deflected. Now an opportunity for a rebound. Just quickly on top of it was Guru, and now a little bit of a difference of opinion there in the far corner as the Hamburg player took a swipe at that loose puck in front.
Going at the wrong guy. It was Holst who took the whack at him, and then two of them Starpoint players went after the guy in the corner there.
I don't think it really mattered to the Starpoint players. They just knew that somebody had taken a whack at their goaltender after a period of time in which they thought was appropriate. So they were out to get a little bit of retribution in any way that they could. Not too much really developing.
Good to see a team in Buffalo stand up for their goaltender.
I wondered what that could be referencing.
Ryan Miller. Sorry.
Face-off coming up in the Starpoint zone to the left of the goaltender, Guru. Face-off is won cleanly as now Starpoint looks to get that stretch pass through the neutral zone. Just doesn't quite connect to Mainstone. And now it's an opportunity for Hamburg to come back in the offensive direction. Just gets it about 10 feet inside the blue line, then turns it over. Now Mainstone in the opposite direction, dumps it in. Comes off the backboards and right out in front. Starpoint players not able to get there quick enough to create anything off of that. It did take a little bit of an awkward bounce, though, from a Hamburg perspective. Puck along the shelf of the boards behind the net.
Oh, yeah, that happens in district a lot.
And gets deflected on its way through. We are still going to have an icing on that play. So with 15 seconds to go here in the period, there's a little conversation going on between the one official and the Hamburg defenseman.
Who's talking with number 3 for the Spartans, and that would be Owen Kiesman. There might have been a difference in opinion. But the ref got in there quickly because this has been a very well-played hockey game, and the last thing anybody wants is to see the integrity drop because of chippiness and fighting.
So as said, 15 seconds to go in the period. Opportunity for an offensive zone draw for Starpoint here, and it's going to be Mainstone on the draw against Steiner. Mainstone looking to play that forward, but Steiner wins it back to the corner. Puck is turned over there. Shot right in on goal as Kirk let that one go. Kind of a soft shot through traffic. It got right in there and was a dangerous moment there. Now 3 seconds to go in the period as the puck is pinned there in the far corner in behind the net. Steiner just clears the zone with it, sending it the length of the ice. And that's the way our second period will come to a conclusion. But much like the first period, just the one goal that was scored there in that frame, I would make an argument that Hamburg might have been the better team in that period. In the end, though, it was Starpoint getting the goal, as maybe it was a reversal of fortunes from the first period where Starpoint might have had the better bit of the play, but it was the Hamburg goaltender that gave his team a chance to get the lead after one. Meanwhile, it was Guru doing that for his team in the second period for Starpoint, keeping his team in the game only down 1, and then his team got an opportunity on the power play, and it was Justin Bull putting the goal home.
Absolutely, and yes, both goaltenders. Yeah, like you took the words right out of my mouth, Aaron. Yeah, like we said, Starpoint had a lot of the pressure and opportunities in the first period, and Gavin Waite made a couple huge high-danger saves to keep it 0-0 before Ryan Steiner could break through. Same thing. I mean, granted, what I will say is the Starpoint goaltender had to make some highlight reel saves, some saves that it hurt me to watch him do it, but he kept the puck out of the net, and then once you give a team like Starpoint an opportunity on the power play, not a lot of good's going to come out of it, and the leader for Starpoint, and who I again think has been their best forward tonight, in Justin Bull, hooked up to make it tied. And now we're in for a third period. We're a very experienced and disciplined team that's been in this situation before in the biggest of games. And then you've got a team that's full of veterans that's played in a ton of games together, and they've got one guy that can turn the game upside down on its head. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these two very different but somehow very similar teams meet up in this third period to conclude this.
Certainly looking forward to seeing how this game concludes, as you have the number 2 and number 3 teams in ECIC Division 2 going at battle here today. It's a very tightly packed division, and a win here will be big for either side, no matter who's able to come away with it. Excited for what the third period has in store for us today. It is the Buffalo Stampede High School Hockey Game of the Week. Appreciate you taking the time to join us here this evening as we bring you live coverage of Hamburg and Starpoint, presented by Western New York's newest junior hockey team. Be sure to join the Stampede tomorrow as we are in action at 12:30 in the p.m. It's an afternoon game against the Columbus Mavericks. If you're able to join us in person at Cornerstone, we'd certainly love to have you there on hand. Also a home game on Saturday against the Utica Junior Comets. That is a 5 p.m. start. A couple of opportunities to see the Stampede in action with home games here this week here in Western New York. But as mentioned, certainly happy to be bringing you coverage of Western New York high school hockey as a presentation of Western New York's newest junior hockey team, the Buffalo Stampede.
Puck turned over and off on a breakaway. Here's Caden Cranston. The move in the deep, the pass and a score! Parker Bonsinger, what an unselfish play by Caden Cranston. Moves it further, 2-on-2. Oh, what a shot! Toe drag and score. Caden Cranston.
And Patton will pick it up. Patton gets into the middle. It's tipped. Oh, big glove save by Willis.
Shot down along the boards. Now Olympia. Center MacArthur to save me. Turnaround rebound save and a hold on. Here comes the Stampede. Nice centering feed from Cranston. Puts it back in front. Score. What a play.
Bruto again. Fighting and scoring. Hey, what a shift. Joe Labruto. Labruto skates away with it. He'll have a great look again, and he fires it in. What a great shot.
Goes all the way down to Cranston. Collides there with Cagney. In front, score! It's on the brakes. Go out. James Cranston with it. Going around the net. In front, score! Combination of goaltending by Plars and the defense keeps that puck from crossing the goal line, but it crosses there. Santeri Husso. It's 4-2 Stampede.
And welcome back to Hockey Outlet in Wheatfield as we bring you continuing coverage of Section 6 hockey. It is Starpoint and Hamburg in action here tonight. From Hockey Outlet is an ECIC Division II battle. It is the number 2 team in the division, the Hamburg Bulldogs, against the number 3 team in the division, the Starpoint Spartans, and we have a 1-1 hockey game after 2 periods of play. Hello, my name's Aaron Elper, and happy to bring you the call of tonight's game alongside color commentator Sean McHugh, as well as camera operator Jeff Jazarowski. This is the same broadcast crew that you will see at home games for Buffalo Stampede games in the USPHL, and we've certainly been happy to get a chance to bring some of that coverage to Section 6 hockey and to get an idea of just how much talent there is here in Western New York. Certainly seeing some of that on display here today, Sean.
Oh, yes. I mean, like you said, Aaron, a lot of this is to get, shine a spotlight on some of the talent we have. There's a lot of it here. I mean, starting from the top with Ryan Steiner with his absurd goal and point total. Starpoint, looking to go back to Section 6 championship for the 3rd year in a row to win their second. Players like Bobby Taylor, just veterans among so many others. And on top of that, we're getting a goaltending today, too. So this game's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it was something that we were setting up as to be a potential offensive matchup. The high-flying Hamburg Bulldogs, as their coach John McFall said, maybe the highest scoring team that he's had in his 14 years as the coach of Hamburg High School. Starpoint also has plenty of power, plenty of firepower on the offensive side of things. Certainly what we were expecting to be a great offensive matchup has been a little bit more of a battle of the goaltenders, as in the first period it was the Hamburg goaltender Gavin Waite keeping his team in the game, making sure that they didn't give up any goals in that first frame. They ended up getting the only goal of the first period, scored by Ryan Steiner. Then in the second period it was a reversal of that script, and it was Rich Giroux doing the good work in net. Here comes Starpoint into the offensive zone, shot taken, rebound opportunity, and it's put home. Justin Bull with his second of the game. It's now 2-1 Starpoint as they quickly came into the zone in transition, and it was the rebound opportunity capitalized by number 7. The Spartans now out in front, 2-1.
That's the game Starpoint's been trying to play for most of the night. They're trying to attack as a unit. They get over the line with 2 forwards. Shot comes quick from the blue line. Gavin Waite, because the shot was a hard low one, had to drop to his butterfly. Rebound comes right to Justin Bull, buries it, and 21 seconds into the third, Starpoint's got the lead. So buckle up, Aaron, because I don't think we're done yet.
Justin Bull scoring his 7th of the season after getting his 6th of the year in the second period. And the Starpoint Spartans now out in front by a 2-1 score as they are celebrating senior night here at Hockey Outlet. And they have a lead in a key divisional matchup.
Yep, and Hamburg is going to be tasked to come back now. This is the first time they've trailed all night, so we're going to see if they put the pedal to the metal and start sending those long stretch passes again, or try to control the puck to try and slow down Starpoint and kill their momentum.
Hamburg does manage to get the puck up ice, takes 2 chances to actually get it into the offensive zone, and now Starpoint looks to break it out. Good play here at the near boards.
That was cool. He couldn't do that again if he tried.
Yeah. Wood kind of juggled that puck at the point as he was trying to keep it in. The captain, Alex Wood, ended up just basically depositing it on the shelf of the boards here.
Did you see the 2 players pointing at it? Did you see that? Even the Starpoint player came up and thought that was awesome, so it's not just me.
Well, these little things that you see happen in a game that you don't see happen very often, it's always one of those moments where you should at least remark on it.
I live for it.
Strange occurrences are certainly something that should be pointed out, especially when you just get used to seeing the same thing happen over and over again on repeat. Some of these games get to be a little bit repetitive. Yeah,
normal is boring in more ways than one, but yeah, just rinks like this, though, you see stuff like that all the time. These small, older barns, just bounces and just the old school way they're built. Crazy boards, because, like I said, they're old. So adds another dimension to the game. We see a ton of that at Cornerstone when we're doing Stampede games as well.
Puck into the neutral zone now, an opportunity to move it up ice for Starpoint, but Kirk unable to get it into the offensive zone. Now opportunity to move it up ice again as Cyrek starts that and gets a pass cross ice. Now Kirk has it here in the middle of the ice, gains the blue line, goes wide onto his backhand, drops a pass from Mainstone. Shot there from distance, easily handled there by Waite. He had a good view of that shot. There might have been a little bit of traffic in front. Could have been a little bit more success on that shot from Mainstone, but still a shot on goal. A shot on goal is never a bad strategy forces an offensive zone draw for the Spartans, and it will be Lawrence taking the draw against Steiner. Steiner winning that draw cleanly, and here's that stretch play through the neutral zone for Hamburg.
Bobby Taylor read that like a book. As soon as that faceoff was won by Hamburg, he was backpedaling right to where that puck was going to be.
And made sure he did not give his man Pandolfino enough time and space to make a
break
play
out
and to get it into the offensive zone.
Still wants it.
Got it coming through the neutral zone now. Cameron Agro gets it deep into the offensive end, just
Great
losing
stick.
control of that as Ike took it off of his stick. Now a spinning shot let go as that opportunity from along the goal line by Austin Bush right in on net. And now Hamburg getting it out into the neutral zone before Bobby Taylor jumps in there, sends it right back into the offensive zone. A little bit more than 2 minutes into third period action. Starpoint with the only goal of the third period. They have the 2-1 lead, but Hamburg coming back in the other direction. Pass comes out in front. Steiner was there, just a little bit behind him. Holst starting that reload here in the neutral zone. Gets it across to Ike. Ike with a man right on him, causing some difficulty, but there's going to be a call made on the play.
True penalty.
And it ends up being the holding call being made, and it's going to be number 9, Austin Bush, heading to the penalty box. It looked like the referee was going to let that go, but decided that he was going to make the call, and he makes the holding call. So with 14:30 to go in the third period, Starpoint's going to have to kill off a penalty here if they want to maintain their 2-1 lead.
Absolutely, and this is a tough power play to slow down because they have one of the top players in the area, one of the top in Section 6, and he's on the ice right now looking to add to his. Did he take the lead with the goal, or if not, he's looking to get to it today?
Gregory just fired a shot off the junction of the crossbar in the post. Actually, Steiner still has a little bit of work to make up on the top scorer in Section 6, but he does have a few games in hand on the guy that is a few points ahead of him. Good play there in behind the net by Holst as he gives himself some room to start the breakout. Gets it across to Steiner, who has a little bit of difficulty handling it there and getting it up ice. Good play there by Mainstone to get in the way and to maintain possession of that puck and kill off some time on this penalty. Mainstone just slides it back to his defenseman, Bobby Taylor. Taylor sending it the length of the ice. Now 1:20 to go in the Starpoint penalty.
This is exactly what Starpoint wanted. Just get the puck down deep. Oh, and they drew a penalty.
Yeah, Kiesman in there putting some pressure on
Holst
in the offensive zone, battling against Holst, trying to keep it or make it as difficult as possible for Hamburg to move the puck up the ice on the power play, but it's Kiesman drawing the penalty, and we'll play 4-on-4 here for 1:12 before we get an abbreviated Starpoint power play.
That's a killer, too, because, they were right about to bust out of that end and have some numbers. Tough penalty to take. Holst has been playing on the edge all game, and that's not a knock on the way he plays. You want your defensemen to play that way if they can do it. Holst might have gotten a little too close to the line there, and it looks like eventually he crossed it.
So we'll see what 4-on-4 play looks like between these two sides. Snyder dumping it into the offensive zone, giving chase. Defenseman McClellan, the first one to it there. He starts it up the near boards where he's got Kirk. Kirk has some room to start it up ice. He's got Myelenko with him, but good back checking here from Hamburg as it's only a 2-on-3 coming into the offensive zone. Really good defensive coverage, but also a good play there from the point as McClellan moved up to keep it in. Puck comes out here to Rogers, can't settle it down. Myelenko then up ice. Kirk makes a nice move to sidestep the defender there, just can't find the puck on the other side.
Hamburg scrambling right now. They got to get set.
Finally, they settle the puck down, and it's the Captain Wood looking to start the breakout. D-to-D pass behind the net, then it's just cleared out to center ice. Another opportunity for Starpoint to send it right back in. That pass does not hit the mark, and it ends up going into the offensive zone. Starpoint just decides to make a change. Pretty much a free exit here for Hamburg as we continue with 4-on-4 play for another 10 seconds. It's Stotts getting it deep into the zone. He just fires a pass out towards the slot. Nobody there, and now Mainstone in the other direction. Mainstone gets the blue line, but Stotts coming back well on defense to knock him off of that puck. And now Starpoint has a shortened power play, 45 seconds with the man advantage here as they get the puck up ice quickly, and they have possibly some numbers.
Foul.
Kiesman has a man in front. It's Bull again. Bull to the backhand. He shoots and scores.
You saw that coming as soon as the defender fell right there. Lost an edge at the blue line. Fed the pack right to Justin Bull. Justin Bull gets in, has 30 feet of space, hits Gavin Waite with a head fake, goes to his backhand, slides in the empty net. Justin Bull's got himself a hat trick, and Starpoint's got a 2-goal lead.
All 3 goals for Starpoint, scored by number 7. He's given his team a 3-1 lead here in the action this evening, as it's been an offensive outpouring from number 7, Justin Bull. All 3 goals, and it's a natural hat trick, too, because he had the goal there in the second period toward the end of the period, as well as the 2 here in the third.
3 unanswered for Starpoint.
3 unanswered for Justin Bull
Good
and
for
the
him.
Starpoint Spartans. It's a 3-1 hockey game now as we approach 12 minutes to go in the third period. Starpoint again here in the offensive zone as they want to add to that lead, I'm sure. Steiner, though, settling it down, trying to get it quickly up ice. We have a little bit of a stacked line here as Gregory is out there playing with Steiner and Nasoy. This might be the most offensive group that they can put together for Hamburg. Clearly, Coach McFall's looking to get a quick answer out of his group.
Get ready to see a lot of Ryan Steiner this period, Aaron. I mean, as anybody, I think, especially as Starpoint, if anybody in this building is aware, if anybody's going to just take a game over by himself, he's the guy that's going to do it. So be prepared for Bobby Taylor to be on the ice probably for the next 11 minutes and 47 seconds of hockey here.
Gregory getting it through the neutral zone for Hamburg. Tries to get a drop pass there. Nobody there to accept it. Now an opportunity to go back in the other direction. Here comes Kirk. Kirk into the offensive zone on his backhand. Feeds that pass across. Cyrek just couldn't quite settle it down to get the shot in on goal. Had to catch it on his backhand. Get it to the forehand. Just couldn't quite do that quickly enough to get that scoring opportunity to pay off. Holst now picking up the puck in the far corner, starting the breakout, gets it up to Gregory here in the neutral zone. Gregory switches positions and cuts across with Steiner. Gregory gets it in deep, lets the shot go. Great save with the left shoulder by the goaltender, Rich Garou. Hamburg keeping it in briefly, knocked out of the air by Cyrek, and he hunts it down himself. Just dumps it into the offensive zone and turns and heads to the bench for a change as 5 new Spartans come out. Long pass through the neutral zone. Steiner deflects it into the offensive end and goes and sets up some pressure here on the near boards. Puck comes out to Myelenko for the Spartans, and he gets a nice pass up into the neutral zone where he's got the guy with the hat trick, Bull, into the offensive zone. He might be looking for 4 already. Justin Bull now in behind the net, gets squeezed off there by Holst. Good defense by number 6 as Hamburg allowed to come up with possession of the puck and started up this near side. That pass was a little bit ill-advised, though. They had plenty of time and space to break it out. Just ended up turning the puck right back over to Starpoint.
Oh, Justin Bull's got all the confidence in the world right now, as well he should, and he's going to try and do it all himself here.
He almost had an opportunity to get the puck there in the backhand as Kiesman was looking for him in front of the net. Good defensive play. Only thing that kept that from getting to Bull there on the doorstep. Allen looking to break it out. It's behind his man Myelenko. It goes into the Hamburg zone. Wood going back after it. That one's going to be an icing. So as we come up at almost to the 10-minute mark of third period play, we're going to have a face-off in the Starpoint zone as the Spartans are enjoying a 3-1 lead.
And it's going to be a very interesting period because Starpoint's got a 2-goal lead, but I don't think anybody feels safe right now. And apparently somebody's a 5th-year senior.
Puck here in behind the Starpoint net as Bobby Taylor makes some moves to avoid the forechecking Hamburg players. And get it up ice and into the neutral zone. Settled down
dirty
by Bush. A very nice pass to get it to Agro. Agro lets a shot go right in on goal. Save made by Waite. Puck comes up the near side as Rogers looks to break it out for Hamburg, but it's quickly sent right back into the offensive zone. There's number 14 again, Bobby Taylor. If he's not on the ice, he's about to come onto the ice. That seems to be the way it's worked here tonight.
Yep, the only time he's not on the ice is when he's just about to, like you just said. That's just, and you're going to see a ton of him for the rest of this game. I can't imagine why you wouldn't even see more than you already do.
With as much ice time as he gets during the game, I'd be surprised if I didn't see him out here running the Zamboni in between this ice and whoever has it next.
If Bobby Taylor is driving the Zamboni after this game, I am not leaving. I'm watching that with popcorn.
Well, we have a camera to make sure that folks at home can see it if that happens. But
I need this now. If it doesn't happen, I'll be disappointed. It's your fault.
Starpoint now trying to put some pressure on here in the offensive zone, approaching 9 minutes to play in regulation. Starpoint leading this one by a 3-1 count. Hamburg looking to get a little bit of an answer here as Starpoint has had all the momentum in third period play. They have both of the goals here in the third period. And Hamburg now trying to break some of that momentum as Pandolfino got it all the way into the neutral zone, but he was cut off as there were plenty of players back for Starpoint. Starpoint almost getting a chance there of their own as they were trying to counter quickly. Mainstone getting that pass in front, just deflected by a Hamburg stick. 8.5 to go in regulation as Nasoy cuts through the middle of the ice, gets it into the offensive zone, tries to get a shot through, and just had a couple of different Starpoint players right there to keep him from getting a lot on that one. Ended up fanning on it with a stick in his hip pocket. Starpoint now looking to counter. Mainstone had a chance to almost sneak in there with a little bit of a lane. Just had it taken off of his stick by a good play by Gregory. Gregory now has it on his stick in the offensive zone. And another good defensive play there as the senior defenseman, Luke Blass, slid to block that shot, keeping it from getting in on goal, keeping this one a 3-1 hockey game. Starpoint really doing a good job here of being disciplined with their setup on the ice, making sure that they don't allow too many of those Hamburg players to get behind the defense, making sure they're 3 or 4 back on defense every time Hamburg gets up ice.
Starpoint has a luxury I don't think many teams in high school hockey have, whereas they have enough speed where they can go into a zone with 2 players and drop 3 and not lose any of their transition game, especially with a lead.
And they're keeping it here in the offensive zone. The best way to protect that lead as the pass comes into the slot, doesn't connect, but Gregory has it now for Hamburg as he comes back in the opposite direction. He's got Steiner on this side. Steiner makes a move to get around the defenseman Taylor.
Let her
Taylor
rip.
ends up taking him down on the play.
I'll be quiet.
And it's going to end up being a holding call on the Starpoint captain. He doesn't like the call, as clearly he's expressing his displeasure on his way to the penalty box.
You don't know what else you're supposed to do there. I mean, I guess you had to call it because his legs got taken out, but granted, you got to give credit where it's due. And 10 seconds ago, I was critical of the move, but it turns out it was the best thing he could have done, because if he takes the shot, he probably blows into the goalie's chest. Tries to go around and tries to make it look cool, because that's what Steiner does, and he's good at it, and got his legs taken out. You know what? I know it's not the NHL, but the good players get the calls a lot.
Hamburg winning that faceoff as they set up their power play here, approaching the 7-minute mark of the third period. Pandolfino here at the top of the circle, back to the point. Shot taken there from distance, gets deflected and goes wide. Pandolfino again has it.
Point man's got all day. I'd be just ripping that thing, just
back
putting
to
it on
point
net.
to Holst. Holst back down low to Pandolfino. Cross-ice pass to that back door. Just not a whole lot on that one, as it might have rolled on Nasoy before he got that shot off. Nice look, though, from Hamburg as they got it set up very nicely there on their man advantage.
Starpoint actually made, you know what? That's Holst on the point. They're actually doing it right by backing off him, because Holst, the way he skates, if you go flying at him, he's going to make you miss every single time.
He takes the shot there, gets deflected on its way through. Kurt getting a skate on it. Steiner then letting that shot go. That one's blocked in the midsection by Bloss.
Ooh, he might have closed his hand on that puck.
Good play there. Mainstone getting it up ice now. Here comes Starpoint killing off the penalty, but they have numbers here in the offensive zone. Shot taken by Mainstone.
There's a big chance here
just
if you
barely
move.
missing. 3-on-2 could develop here. Mainstone back, though, to even up those numbers, though. Hamburg getting into the offensive zone. That pass off the mark, and Hamburg has to regroup here in the neutral zone. The 1:05 left on their power play. Pass just a little bit too far for Steiner, but he does end up hunting it down, getting it to Gregory, and Gregory stops here at the near boards to set up the power play. Drops it to Pandolfino, lets that shot go. It went off the head of the goaltender, Drew, and then up and out of play.
Okay.
Good save. Not exactly the textbook way to do it, but it works. It counts.
And
It's
ask
still
Henrik Lundqvist if he cares about that. I mean, he made $8 million a year headbutting pucks, and also he was really good. But he still did that.
Well, the save was made. The puck goes up and out of play. Still 51 seconds remaining on the Hamburg power play. Still plenty of time for them to get a power play goal and to get back within 1 here in this contest, as Starpoint grabbed the momentum here in third period play, getting the first 2 goals of the period. This power play is big for Hamburg if they're looking to get back into this one.
Absolutely. You know me and my panic thresholds. When you're down 2, you're probably looking at 4 minutes. So Hamburg would be best suited now to get a goal as soon as, obviously, no matter what, but especially now, maybe get one on this power play, so that way you can extend the panic threshold so you don't have to start taking unnecessary risks with a bunch of time on the clock.
30 seconds now remaining on the power play for Hamburg, as through the neutral zone it is Luke Stotts with the puck. Drops it into the slot. He's got Snyder there. Snyder makes a move to get to the backhand. Just ends up getting taken down there on the play. A little bit slow to get back to his skates. Cutting in from the corner there. Shot taken by number 10, Ryan Rogers. That one goes just wide. Kept in here at the point, though, by Ike. Ike winds up that slap shot, then gets deflected. That was out of mid-air by number 12, Bloss, making that great defensive play. The senior, number 12, Luke Bloss, he is having an excellent game here on senior night. Certainly being inspired by the pregame ceremonies. Starpoint penalty is over as Nunn comes into the offensive zone. He has plenty of speed as he tries to circle the net. And number 12 making the solid play there, Bloss, to knock it out of play.
That's not a penalty at this level.
I don't believe it is. And him bumping gloves with a teammate would seem to indicate that it is certainly not a penalty at this level. It's one of my least favorite penalties in any level of hockey, the puck over the glass.
Yes, how often do people actually just yeet the puck out of the rink?
It happened in one college game a number of times, and every league across the planet decided to overreact.
So they're that kid who just wouldn't stop talking when the teacher was talking and nobody gets recess. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much.
I don't like it, but rules are rules.
And if you're looking for a team to blame, I believe it's North Dakota.
Okay. Drew Stafford, okay.
I think there was a Frozen 4 game about 10 years ago where they just decided that they were just going to dump the puck over the glass anytime they had a chance to. If I remember my details correctly, I could have the wrong team. Could be a completely different level of hockey, but it was that.
We're blaming
it
them.
was seeing that launched the NHL into the puck over the glass penalty.
Because it was goalies that only were limited to that rule for the longest time.
Yeah.
Brodeur.
We have a timeout here on the ice. That's why both teams have ended up retreating to their benches. It's a 3-1 lead in favor of Starpoint with 5:09 to go in the third period. As mentioned, this is senior night for the Starpoint Spartans. They took some time to honor their 6 graduating seniors before the game. Do you want to just go ahead and list those 6 players off, give them a little bit more attention here on senior night for Starpoint. Number 2, Colby Lawrence on the ice right there in front of the net. He is a graduating senior, the forward number 2, Colby Lawrence. We've been pointing out number 12, Luke Bloss. He's had an excellent game on defense for the Starpoint Spartans. He has been a big reason why his team has been playing such solid defense throughout this game. They're going to be relying on him as they continue here, certainly relying on number 14, Bobby Taylor, the senior captain, as he has been showing that leadership throughout the contest here today.
Might be one of the best top to bottom, every facet of hockey defenseman I've seen at really any level of what we cover, but just poised, doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, if any. Everything's with a purpose. I'd like to think Bobby Taylor has some future in this game after he graduates in June.
Into the offensive zone, it's Nasoy for Hamburg, looking to get that goal to get a little bit back into this game. Hamburg is desperately looking for that second goal to get within 1. That puck comes out in front of the net. Nasoy trying to find a man in front. It just went off the goaltender, giving Starpoint the chance to get it up ice. Now 4:15 remaining in regulation.
Oh, Steiner's hanging too, and I love it.
Yeah, Hamburg getting some forwards out here in the neutral zone,
love that.
but it's dangerous there in front of the net. Kiesman with a shot right there at point-blank range as he created that turnover on his own. Had a scoring opportunity, just couldn't hit the net. Pandolfino coming back in the opposite direction.
For the pass.
Great back check there by Myelenko, coming back hard with speed to make sure that scoring opportunity didn't come together. Starpoint then slides it through the neutral zone. It goes all the way back into Hamburg territory, but not far enough for icing. Gives Starpoint a chance to keep it in. Myelenko doing some good work there in the far corner. Looks to get it out from behind the net. Shot coming from Kiesman, just missed the net wide. Good setup there by Myelenko to set him up there. Now a pass through the neutral zone. Steiner is into the offensive zone, trying to chase that one down. Getting a little bit of help from Stotts coming in late on the play. Now a loose puck in behind the net. Kiesman clearing it out of danger. Up to Bull at the left wing. Bull misses connection on that cross-ice pass. Sent back down low by Steiner. The defenseman Luke Bloss starts it up the far side. Kept in by Hamburg. As the Bulldogs looking to get back into this game here. They trail by 2. They're certainly putting some pressure on here in the offensive zone. Starting to see a little bit of desperation.
Textbook. 3 guys on the puck. The defenseman and the far side winger taking away the back door. You can just tell this team just pounds away at defensive responsibility. Everybody's in position right now. You have to beat them. You're not going to capitalize on a mistake. You got to beat them.
Puck is cleared to the point, almost keeping it in there on the far side was none, unable to do so. That gives Starpoint a chance to make a couple of changes. Then it's sent back all the way into Starpoint territory, so it's going to be an icing on the play. Hamburg will have to retreat all the way back down into their own zone. 2:37 now left in the third period. Face-off coming up in the Hamburg zone as they are trailing by 2 in this contest. And Starpoint has been doing a really good job of locking things down on their end of the ice.
Starpoint has this game exactly where they want it. They are going to clamp down on you defensively. They are going to take advantage of you being desperate with your stretch passes. And because, you got to play with speed. Look at this. 3 men in a triangle back and just, nope, get out.
There's the 4th and 5th quickly back on the play. It's the 5th player that gets the interception.
That looked like a drill.
Starts it back up ice.
That looked like a drill they practiced on defense right there. Here, this is what you need if you're Hamburg. Numbers.
Numbers for Hamburg. Nasoy gets it into the offensive zone. Drops it for Pandolfino. Great defense, though. Getting the stick in that shooting lane was Josh McClellan, keeping that shot from getting in on net. Now Hamburg trying to look at set up that offensive zone pressure. Shot coming from the point by Ike. It hits the side of the net. From our angle, it did look like it might have caught a little bit of the inside of the net, but an opportunity to get up ice. Here comes Alec Kirk for Starpoint. Kirk into the offensive zone, tries to make a move around his man, ends up turning the puck back over to Hamburg. Now a minute 45 in regulation.
Steiner's got a spy on him.
Bulldogs now looking to get that puck back up ice. Here comes the goaltender, Waite, towards the bench for the extra attacker, but offsides is the call here on the near blue line. So Waite will go back to his crease as they want to make sure that they have possession of the puck before they end up with the empty net.
Yep, and Hamburg is they're gonna take the restrictor plates off the brakes and they're gonna go. And the thing with that is, this is gonna be interesting because if any team can just say, you know, to heck with any, you know, slow and tempo, just go. The team that's got the horses to do that is Hamburg, leading by Ryan Steiner, but they have guys that can do it as well. Starpoint putting on a clinic defensively right now. They're trying to take advantage of your aggression and flip it on you. They're going to send 3 guys back on a 3 rush, get the puck. They're going to send it up the wall, and then their forwards are coming at you with speed.
As we had the previous timeout, we were talking about how it is senior night for the 6 Starpoint seniors here tonight, and just taking a moment to make sure we properly recognize them here on the broadcast. Number 19, Anthony Harlock, a forward who will be graduating this year, going into the law enforcement profession. Cameron Agro, number 20, another forward that's going to be graduating from Starpoint after playing hockey for Starpoint for a total of 6 years, 2 on the varsity team. As mentioned all throughout the broadcast, number 14, the captain, Bobby Taylor, a constant presence on the defensive end, a second coach out there on the ice for his Starpoint Spartans. And then number 3, the forward captain, Owen Kiesman. He is another player that has put in some solid time here on this Starpoint program. 4 years on the varsity program, played 2 years at defense, now back up at forward doing whatever his coaching staff needs.
That's a hockey player.
You know, all 6 of those players honored by Starpoint here tonight. Great of them to take the time to give them a ceremony, give them a proper send-off, as we know that hasn't been possible the last couple of years.
It's unfortunate, but it's really good to see Starpoint. And the thing of it is, too, not that any team is better than the other, but a team that has had the success Starpoint has had to send these players off.
Absolutely correct. Well said there, Sean. Starpoint now looking for that empty net goal as the Hamburg goal is empty. It's in the Hamburg zone now as Holst tries to break it out. He's got a man on him, causing him all sorts of difficulties. That's Owen Kiesman, the graduating senior captain, as he's doing a good job of keeping the puck in the Hamburg zone himself. That's a good way to keep the opposing team from scoring.
What a pass!
That was a beautiful pass through the neutral zone, deflected into the offensive zone by Nasoy. Goes putting on some pressure himself. Opportunity to clear, though. Unable to do so, though, was Bull as Steiner stepped in and kept that puck in. That one, though, is cleared. Going for the empty net was Taylor, just barely missing on the far post. And that one will go for an icing, so 39 seconds now left in regulation, as Starpoint has 39 seconds to basically kill off here in this game. If they're hoping to come out with a big victory, that will serve them very well in terms of the divisional standings.
Absolutely, and when you're up 2, you don't want to be reckless with it, but when you're in trouble, launch it on the ice.
Hamburg winning the faceoff, comes back to the point to Holst. He was looking to get that shot through the screen, just missed the net wide, kept in on the far side by Gregory. Gets it down low, back out to the point to Holst. High shot, through traffic, sitting there in front of the goaltender, scramble for that loose puck. Both sides trying to come out with it, comes back to the point to Gregory, turning shot, and he shoots and scores. What a beautiful shot, too, as the spinning snapshot from Gregory picks the top corner. It's now a 3-2 game, as there are still 19 seconds to go. What's the conversation being had here?
I don't know. I think Starpoint's argument is that they lost sight of the puck. Refs aren't going to overturn it, and you can't review it. I mean, maybe possibly goaltender interference, but again, when you have a pile-up like that and bodies are just collapsing to the ice, what are you going to do? I mean, we got some. This is interesting.
There's still plenty of life here as Hamburg still has the net empty. They have 6 skaters out there. They're going to look to get that equalizer. We got a 3-2 hockey game.
With this. He has to, or not.
And it looked like both teams were trying to do the same thing as the puck ends up in the Hamburg zone now. 14 seconds remaining. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Bulldogs now heading up ice. Here comes Rogers up the far side. 7 seconds remaining in regulation. Bull tries to get the clear. Actually has made
they called it.
Closing his hand on the puck. This was, you'd mentioned that as maybe being a potential call from earlier on in the game. This call is made.
Oh, he don't like it either.
And it's going to be number 8, Will Mainstone, taking the penalty, but he's heading down to get the loose puck that has come out of the play.
Now, is he getting a penalty, or did they just blow it dead? Or they called it a hand pass?
Okay, they called it a hand pass, not closing the hand on the puck. So Mainstone not getting a penalty, but it is going to be an offensive zone faceoff for Hamburg. 3.6 remaining. Still a chance here for the Hamburg Bulldogs to get that equalizer.
Let's see it.
Kiesman and Steiner on for this pivotal faceoff.
And the captain wins it.
Yeah, Kiesman just
he got a
it,
shot!
but a shot comes in as getting the shot off was Steiner, but the glove save is made by Guru, and that's how the game ends. The Starpoint goaltender, Rich Guru, makes another save, this one as the kind of the exclamation point on the game, certainly a period at the end of the game. And it's a 3-2 victory for the Starpoint Spartans in a very entertaining contest here over the Hamburg Bulldogs.
Absolutely, Aaron. We were treated to yet another beauty of a game in the high school game of the week. We got goaltending, we got some goals, we got to see some studs, and we got a little bit of everything here. Even got some last-minute drama to, make it interesting, and then a last-second desperation shot where the goaltender had to use the side of his head to make a save. He kept it out, though. So, again, another great game. We've seen some really, really, really top-end players that Western New York ice hockey has to offer, and I'm looking forward to see what else we got on the docket.
Yeah, the concept here behind the Buffalo Stampede High School Hockey Game of the Week is to spotlight a little bit more of the high school talent and all of the hockey talent that there is here in Western New York. This area produces so many great hockey players. You see them at all levels of the game, whether it be college, junior, or professional, and certainly there is no shortage of great talent right here in Section 6. We've certainly been happy to bring you the 4 games that we've done already this year. Can't wait to bring you more this season. This one lived up to the billing. Hamburg and Starpoint, it was a game that we were looking forward to, and both sides certainly delivered with a lot of energy, and there was a lot of great hockey played on both sides.
Absolutely. We got some great hockey. We got to see some top-end talent, and we were, talking and told about offense, and the thing is, when I say we didn't get offense, we got players playing offense very well. We got goaltenders who brought their A game today. I think the goaltender for Hamburg, Gavin Waite, knew that he had, one of the best teams around, and he picked up his game without having seen him play. He played outstanding. I have a hard time believing where if he's not the regular starter, he's put in a performance as well as he put in today, considering the opponent. And then at Starpoint, you got to see on display the discipline and the skill. When supreme skill meets discipline, you have a very tough team. But Hamburg gave these Starpoint Spartans all they could handle. Hamburg, it's disappointing to lose. You never want to come out in second place ever. But Hamburg can leave knowing that they gave this game everything they had, and Starpoint did the same. Just Starpoint was just a little better tonight, and they got the win.
I think as you look forward to the rest of the season, these are both teams that are going to have their say when it comes to the ECIC Division II crown, and both teams are playing good hockey right now. You can certainly say that either team could have come out of this game with the win.
Absolutely. Hamburg, like you said, Hamburg had a chance, and I don't know how often that puck doesn't go in at the end, Steiner. That was a very high shot, came out of nowhere, kind of just one of those I have nothing to do but slap at it, and he put it where it needed to go. Rich Guru at the last second kind of threw his shoulder up and picked it out of the air. But there were breakaways, there were great saves. This game could have been 2-1. This game could have been 7-6. This game could have been a blowout. You could play this game 10 times, and it will never look similar.
It was a 3-2 final in favor of the Starpoint Spartans. An excellent game we were treated to here on senior night for Starpoint. Once again, we want to run through the 6 graduating seniors to give them just a little bit more of a proper send-off here on senior night. Number 2, Colby Lawrence. Number 12, Luke Bloss. Number 19, Anthony Harlock. Number 20, Cameron Agro. And the 2 captains, Bobby Taylor, number 14, and Owen Kiesman, number 3. The 6 Starpoint seniors honored here on senior night for the Starpoint Spartans. And we were certainly happy to be here to take part in the festivities for them here tonight, and they treated us to a great game on senior night as well.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like I was privileged to be able to be here for the call of this game. Like we said, this is a Starpoint team that recently has had a lot of success, and a lot of that success is due in large part to not only the past players that we're lucky enough to cover with the Stampede, but also, some just players tonight, playing in front of their fans, getting ready to say goodbye to a program that they have been so good to, that's been so good to them. They've been great for hockey in Western New York. Nothing but respect for the Starpoint Spartans program. Again, I was honored and really, really glad that we got to send these seniors off that have done so much for the program and honestly done so much for hockey in the area. It was good to see them come out and play well. play a good game, not, they didn't walk anybody, they didn't let it down. We were treated to a great hockey game start to finish, and I think it's a very appropriate send-off for these 6 great hockey players. I can't fathom that their future doesn't hold hockey in some capacity at nothing else a moderately respectable level.
And that should just about wrap things up here for our broadcast here from Hockey Outlet, as Coach Clayton Wilson coming over to thank us for the broadcast here as he's enjoying a win, getting to say hi to one of his alumni that have come over here to enjoy the broadcast with us. Coach Clayton Wilson, can't thank him enough for all the work that he did to make this broadcast possible. As mentioned, certainly enjoyed bringing you the game here tonight. Can't wait for our next Section 6 high school hockey game here as the Buffalo Stampede High School Hockey Game of the Week continues. Not sure exactly what our next broadcast is going to be, but I know we can't wait to get there and get a chance to bring you more of the great hockey played here in Western New York.
Absolutely, Aaron. And, we've been treated to a lot of really great hockey games. We've seen some great players, and we got to see one of the big dogs in the Western New York tonight. And the thing is, it can only get better from here. We got plenty of teams on the docket, plenty of talent that might not be known to anybody outside of their schools. Well, we're going to be here to try and get some light onto those talent and also, shed some light on the Stampede as well, with them being kind enough to put this on. So, again, we're really excited to bring you coverage of some of the high school hockey, take a look at some of the great players from our area. Buffalo has become, in the last decade or so, a really big hotbed for good hockey players to go to college, go to juniors. We've seen some in the NHL. Now we're lucky enough to bring you some of that where you can watch it from home.
And we're certainly happy to be bringing you high school games as an extension of what the Buffalo Stampede are doing here in the community. Certainly trying to do our part to be a good member of the Western New York hockey community. And this is a big part of that, bringing high school hockey games to folks no matter where they're able to watch. And it's certainly been a thrill and an honor to do so for the 4 games that we've done so far. Can't wait for our next one. Be sure to stay tuned to the Buffalo Stampede social media for the announcement of our next game. But we'll certainly be excited to bring it to you whenever it might be. Also, be sure to check the Stampede out. 2 games coming up this week. Home game tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 at Cornerstone Arena. Then a little bit more of a manageable time Saturday evening at 5 p.m. The Columbus Mavericks, the opponent tomorrow. It is the Utica Junior Comets on Saturday as the Buffalo Stampede continue their inaugural season. That should just about do it for our broadcast tonight. For color commentator Sean McHugh, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, my name's Aaron Elpern. Thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to bring you another great high school hockey game coming up in the coming weeks.